Hi guys, it is a Saturday night and I'm at David's house because we're staying at his mom's for the weekend for Labor Day. So I'm hoping this video goes up the week of Labor Day. But I wanted to do like a personal sit down video. I honestly have not talked about my dad in a while. It's like, oh great, she's stirring the pot again. Which I have to say, first off, I feel like the family that I have or had at this point that reached out to me after his passing don't really want anything to do with me or my sister. Could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like a lot of it was probably because I was very loud on my social media about how I felt about his passing, about how I feel about some of his family and all that. And in a way I kind of do regret doing that because I wish I would have went about it a better way. But of course, as you guys have noticed, I don't even know how to like put it, I was just very angry. Still angry. It has officially, as of 10 something, I have to check his death certificate, which I have a copy of, by the way. There goes my sassy attitude. I do have a copy of my dad's death certificate. As of like 10 something tonight, it will be officially a year since he passed away. My mom and I were kind of talking about this, and I'm gonna tread lightly here because I don't want anyone to come for me, but I do feel like it was meant to happen. And I don't want to, like, you know, I believe everything happens for a reason. That's my belief. I say that in a lot of my videos. Obviously, he was meant to pass away because it was his time. But I also think in a way it was sort of a blessing for my mom, especially because, as I told you guys in the Truth About My Dad video, which I am hopefully going to have taken down or made it private by now because I feel ways about it now. My parents' relationship was very toxic. They were very toxic for each other. And in a way, it reminds me a lot of the relationship that I've had with previous boyfriends in the past. And in a way, I feel like it was, in a way, a blessing for her because their relationship was just never going to get better, in my opinion. And I guess, well, that's not even really my opinion. My mom has kind of said it too, that just they were not meant to be together, but they tried so hard and they fought so hard, and that's that. And there was a lot of things that my dad has done that you can't really come back from. You know, nobody's perfect. And as I've said in previous videos, I do choose to remember the good memories. I do choose to remember the good in him. And I do carry half of his DNA in my body. So, you know, like, I can't sit here and bash someone that gave me life to an extent. And I also feel like that within this year I've grown up a lot, and I feel like I finally am the person that I want to be, or I'm starting to become that person. Because now this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I feel like the power and the drive that my dad had, that whatever he did with his businesses and stuff like that, that I finally got that in me, in my soul. I just finally got it together. I got my job, which is a little bit of a struggle, but for the most part, I'm very happy with my job. I got married. I moved out. I finally feel comfortable in my own skin. I've been losing weight, which makes me very happy. I really tried to be a better person and to focus more on the future that I want with my husband, and hopefully in a few years we will be having a baby and, you know, moving up to Maine, which right now, obviously, like, we just moved out, we're struggling a little bit, you know, newlywed life, so who knows when all that's gonna happen. But I do feel like a lot of the strength I got to finally get my shit together was from him, and I do appreciate that so much, because I'm not gonna cry because I cry in all my videos, but I feel like in a way I've been lost for so long with my depression and my anxiety, and just trying to get it together and to make the steps to get a job, and to make those steps to finally move out, to try and be smart about my money, to try and save money, which is still a struggle for me, believe it or not. I'm not going to say that I have $1,000 in my bank account, because I do not. I do not. I'm broke. That's the broke life now. That's what happens when you have an apartment and you pay bills and pay rent and pay credit card bills and loans and my school, and there's just a lot. I got a lot of bills. Got a lot more bills than I had before, but it's all worth it because I feel like no matter what's gonna happen now, I got this. As far as money goes, what is this? As far as money goes, as far as bills and all that, I feel like David's more stressed about that than I am, because I don't know, I just have a comfort feeling that it's gonna be okay and everything's gonna be fine. We have money, we're gonna make it work no matter what happens. That's just me, and I feel like a lot of that came from him. And I don't even know how I want to say this the right way, because I don't want to upset like my family anymore, even though I haven't really talked to them, because I really feel like they hate me. So if they watch this video, hi. And I do want to apologize if I did offend any of them, and for putting out a lot of stuff about my dad, and for, you know, all of that. But at the same time, I'm not going to completely apologize, because I was very angry at that time, and I was very upset about his passing, and for me, my mom, my sister to be left out of his funeral, and to be left out of things that, you know, common sense, that, you know, someone's passed away, they, deep down, they did know about my mom, they knew about us, they just didn't care, they didn't want to reach out. I have just learned to let go of it, and to just, okay, that it is what it is, and I've had to, I'm really gonna not cry, I've really had to try and just find my own peace with it, and to just believe that, you know, this was all meant to happen, and maybe everything that I've done this year as a result of, because of all the pain and everything that happened with that. As far as family that I have that still wants to get to know me, I would love to get to know you guys and to talk more, and I feel like a lot for the last few months has been very stressful, because obviously of my wedding, and I don't know if they're mad that I didn't invite them to the wedding, I apologize, but we kept it a small thing. We wanted it small, so yeah, that was the basic reason behind that. And I wouldn't have felt comfortable inviting like family I don't really know, if that makes sense. I do feel like part of it was the videos about my dad, so a lot of them I think I'm gonna make private, and are probably privated by the time you guys see this, because I just really don't think I was in the right state of mind when I made all that, and I was just like angry, and I was like, well, this is the truth, and this is what happened, and fuck the family doesn't care about me, and I just don't think it's worth it anymore. I'm gonna be 26. And not even like my age, but I feel older, I feel wiser, I feel, what's the point of me kicking and screaming to part of my family, or part of the family that doesn't care about me, or my sister. Like I said, I do still want to get to know the family that wants to actually get to know me and Wayne, and I feel like I might just write a letter to my uncle especially, and see how that goes from there, because nobody else has really has said anything to me, even about my wedding. And not that I expect anything, but I just wish that there would have been like, oh, congrats. I didn't get that. So I'm very worried that now what I thought was the family that wanted to know me, they don't want anything to do with me now. They're just like, oh, well, she's trash. She's a bastard child. Yes, I am a bastard child, and I'm goddamn proud of it. I'm proud of the life that I live. I'm proud of where I am now, and that's all there is to it. I mean, like I said, this is all just me and my overthinking mind, but I feel like the last few months, like the conversation that a little bit of conversation that I've had, at least with one of my family members, has just gotten fewer in between, and we don't really interact on social media anymore, and it was just really sad. I don't know, it just made me really sad. But then again, everyone's got lives, so then again, I could be overthinking everything. And so yeah, in case you guys were wondering, like, oh my gosh, you have family that wants to know you, how's that going? Where? Like I said, everyone's got lives. I don't know, but overall, I do want to say to all of you guys that I'm sorry for all of the videos and all the things about my dad that I may have said that may have upset any of you or my family or whatever. That wasn't my intentions when I made those videos, but I'm realizing now it's probably coming off that way, and I don't want to come off that way. I want to come off, you know, meh. I want to come off, you know, in a happy remembrance of him, instead of me bashing the fuck out of his family because they hate me. But it's, like I said, it's not worth it anymore. So there's that. As far as like random paranormal experiences have gone, I haven't really had a lot. I've kind of started to feel in my soul, in my being, the last few months or so that the way that my dad had passed away, as most of you already know from the videos, that he had colon cancer, and he found out about it a week and a half before he passed away and didn't say anything to my mom about it. That whole thing of how upset and angry we were about that, I really feel like that he's sorry for that, and that he regrets not saying anything, and that he's sorry about how everything went down. I can't explain this to you guys. I can't explain why I feel like this, but I really feel like that he truly regrets all of that, and that he's sorry for it, and I forgive him. We all fuck up. Cause I'm a fuck up, and I'm so fucked up. True. Just kind of had that feeling like the last few months too, since he passed away. As much as it sucks, and as much as everything, and as much as angry as I used to be at him, I'm not anymore, because I'm realizing that maybe he just didn't really know how to be a dad to me and my sister, and he had a lot of his own demons and his own struggles, and everyone's human. Everyone fucks up. So I've just kind of learned to understand that why everything, not even just his passing, but our relationship before that, why everything was just so broken. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to make this quick video because as I'm making this, it is going to be a year since he passed away, and that day was just so mind-boggling to me. Like, I remember just sitting here in David's room. We ordered Papa John's. I had just started eating it when my mom called me, and she was like, he's gone. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, your dad passed away, he's gone. And I was just like, what? No, he's not. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, he's gone, Sam. Like, he's gone. And if my mom hadn't kept calling his phone and calling his phone and calling his phone and calling his phone, then we probably wouldn't have known until a while later. So everything happens for a reason. Love those around you. Tell them you love them. Tell them you care for you. Care for you? What? I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted, you guys. Tell them you care for them, and have no regrets, and whatever happens, honestly, because life is too short. And I did try to reach out to my stepsister last year, and I never followed through on that because life. So I'm gonna try again. I suck. I suck with reaching out to people. It's like, I want to talk to people and I want to, you know, hang out and stuff, but I get so scared with my anxiety. That's something else that I've really been trying to work on lately, especially at my job, because I'm getting close with the girls that I work with. And me and Christina just met up with my old friend John from the past, and we had a great time. And the best thing about that was that he was still him, and it was like hanging out with him again when we were 17. Like, it was just a great time. And, you know, like, those kind of things, like just making the effort to go hang out with someone, even though my anxiety is like, I don't want to. Trying to, speaking of, he just texted me. And bye-bye. You know, like, it's just been a little bit of a struggle for me to just, like, make the effort, because I'm like, anxiety, oh my gosh. So I've really been trying to work on that too. Trying to be a little bit more of a social butterfly, even though I'm more like a caterpillar in a cocoon. I do not want to come out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my little year in review and like how I'm feeling now. I guess this is kind of the equivalent to a Talk That Talk life update, kind of, sorta. If any of you guys ask how married life is doing, I honestly really don't feel that different. I just feel like I have a different last name and a ring on my finger. That's about it. That's what everyone's been asking me, so I figured I'd throw it out there. But I'm very happy to be married. It's still so weird to see my name changed on stuff, and I'm just like, what? Like on official documents and my name's changed. It's just like, whoa. But I do love you guys so much, and I hope you have an awesome day. Be kind to people, one another, have no regrets, and just live your life. I love you guys. Bye.